Prometheus the Prophet.
Live.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. I've decided to go by the name Prometheus, after the Greek titan who stole fire from Zeus and decided to bring it to the people. Of course, I use this as a metaphor for taking information from the establishment and giving it to the people. I know it sounds corny, but you know what? I'm going to roll with it. Now, for those that have already read my Minds.com profile, already know a little bit about me. But for those of you that are on YouTube listening to me for the very first time, allow me to properly introduce myself, of who I am. I am a free speech absolutist, but formerly I was a social justice warrior. What made me get into the social justice warrior lifestyle was the sort of belief that I was doing good for society, that I was fighting for other people's rights. But most importantly, I believed I was putting an end to the Christian religious right. Eventually, the whole logic of the thing just started falling apart for me. But I still stuck to the cause, figuring that, you know what, it may not make sense to me now, but it will all make sense once the job is done. Of course, that day never came. I'll probably tell a more detailed story in later videos, but I'm gonna skip ahead to how I got out of the movement. During the whole 2016 election, when Hillary Clinton and her goons started throwing the whole sexist and all that crap at Bernie Sanders and his supporters, that just started to really piss me off. But it also made me realize that that's how we SJWs came off to other people. When the general election ended and Donald Trump shockingly won the election, I then started seeing those news reports about college kids that are literally so traumatized that they needed, therapy dogs and coloring books. And I looked at that and I just kind of looked disgusted. And that's what finally woke me up, saying that this movement is not for me anymore. It was then that I realized I needed to broaden my horizons in the content that I consumed from YouTube, so I started looking towards these anti-social justice warriors YouTube channels. In watching these anti-social justice warrior videos, I notice a common theme that actually may be a problem if they actually want to succeed in converting social justice warriors to becoming free speech absolutists. The problem is that they insult social justice warriors. So even though these tactics have made their channels very popular and, of course, very successful, it is also true that these social justice warriors will just reject these videos and just call them haters, call them right-wingers, call them racists, whatever. And so they're not going to get through to any of them at all. And that's where I feel I can come in, because I thought like they did. I can understand their mentality, and I feel like I can be the one to get through to them. I can do this by introducing a new framework that is known as cultural liberalism. Now, cultural liberalism is defined as a liberal view of society that stresses the freedom of individuals from cultural norms. Cultural liberals believe that society should not impose any specific code of behavior, and that they see themselves as defending the moral rights of nonconformists to express their own identity however they see fit, as long as they do not harm anyone. That is pretty much the definition of cultural liberals online. Now, this framework is not just good for social justice warriors to follow. I think it's good for anti-social justice warriors who are on the left to follow, Now, you may have heard of the term cultural libertarian before, but every time I try to search up that definition, it always takes me to a Breitbart article called Rise of the Cultural Libertarians. So this leads me to believe that the entire term is manufactured by Breitbart by taking the very definition of cultural liberal, but changing the word to libertarian because you can't really sell the word liberal to a far-right publication and their audience. I will be discussing more about cultural liberalism in a future video. But I urge you all to do your own individual research on cultural liberalism and see if it's a good fit for you. My channel will be open to all types of discussion because that is what I really want overall, an actual discussion on issues. But I'm also interested in people who have had their own encounters with social justice warriors, if they have any questions about social justice warriors, or if there are any social justice warriors that are watching my channel. I am hoping that if they have questions for me on how to get out of the lifestyle, then I would be proud to answer them. The point is that we are having a conversation, and that is the most important thing in curing someone of SJWism. I do not have a Twitter account, but I'll probably be starting one soon. I do have a Minds.com account. I'll post the link in the description. And I have not started a Patreon. Because for me, this is really not about the money. This is more about me just getting my voice out there, and that this also serves as a form of therapy for me. Because SJWism is kind of like alcoholism. It's always going to be there. You're always going to be an alcoholic, or you're always going to be an SJW. But the thing is, the more you talk your issues with other people and really have some political discussion, the less and less of a chance that SJWism is going to come back and make you relapse. But that has been occurring less and less often in me because I've actually done more conversations with people in discussing issues than I've ever done in the past. And I think the more I do it, the less it's going to happen. So I think I will feel 100% cured in the near future. On a more personal note, I would actually like to personally thank one YouTuber that actually made the most impact in changing my mindset. Now, the story I told about the news reports about the college kids undergoing trauma therapy only made me want to get out of the social justice warrior lifestyle, but it didn't actually alter my mindset just yet. It was when I looked at the content of Sargon of Akkad. His content on why people hate feminism, which was a whole entire segment in his YouTube channel, as well as the liberal ideas segment in his channel, really helped me set up a framework for a new mentality. And I hope to expand on Sargon's work on my own channel. But if you all would rather go to the source of my inspiration, then I would suggest going directly to Sargon of Akkad's channel yourselves. But to Sargon, if he's listening, or if this message gets to him, I would like to say thank you. You really opened my mind, and I have never felt better in my entire life. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Now, it's getting near the end of my video, so I would like to personally thank everyone that has decided to take time out of their day and listen to my video. And if you like my content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you'd like to get in contact with me, I have a Minds.com profile, Prometheus the Prophet. I'm also going to be starting a Twitter account really soon, so you can catch me there. And if this channel starts becoming a little more successful, I will probably start a Patreon account. I thank you for your time in listening to this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of my content, and I will soon catch you on Minds.com and Twitter. So, thank you. Prometheus the Prophet, signing off.